Hey everybody, when I think fine dining, I always think risotto. We're fixing to do that here right now. Let's get cooking. Now risotto is one of those dishes that to me just screams fine dining. This is something you get at Gordon Ramsay's restaurant or Emerald Lagasse. We're gonna start off a little olive oil. That's all we're going to need. And we're going to add to it as we go. Now you see I got butter going over here. What's that for? Right now we're going to start off with shallots over here. Get those bad boys going. Get them sweating a little bit. And then we're going to add some mushrooms in with it. That's starting to feel pretty good. We're going to start adding our risotto rice. We're going with 2 cups because today I've got to feed a lot of people. Now, where do you get risotto rice? Well, it's your local grocery store. And this is the variety I've got. And it seems to work pretty well if you can remember where you laid your bamboo spoon. And we're going to start off real slow. Give it a chance to suck up that little bit of olive oil we put in there. And at the same time, you gotta keep an eye over here. Make sure you ain't burning your shallots. We just want them to sweat a little bit before we add our mushrooms. Just give them a quick little stir. Alright, now turn the heat up just a little bit here. Now we're going to add a little white wine to this. Cupcake Sauvignon Blanc. This is some really good stuff. Very inexpensive. You know, you don't have to spend a lot of money. Oh, listen to that. Oh, that smells good too. You don't have to buy expensive wine to get something that tastes great. There's a lot of people who have this foolish notion that if it's expensive, it must be good. Just because it's expensive doesn't mean it doesn't taste like brake fluid. Now you want to stir and just add a little bit at a time. Now that's the last of the wine we're going to put in. You want to let it absorb. As you add liquid, give it a chance to absorb it. This isn't like cooking regular white rice where you just boil it for 15 minutes and call it good. That's poaching. You're poaching the rice. This, we're very gently frying it and adding all sorts of fun flavors to it. Now we need a little bit more liquid. And today's special guest star is off camera up here. I've got this beautiful duck stock. We're going to add that in. Where did I get duck stock, you ask? But you need to watch my duck à l'orange video. Now, if things go as planned, this will be the last video of Fancy February. You'll already have the duck, but I got so much stock out of it. It's like, gotta make risotto with duck stock. It's just perfect. Oh yeah, these shallots are looking good. Now, Yeah, throw in some mushrooms. Just toss them in there. Now, always when you got mushrooms, you're trying to cook the water out. So, add a little salt. Salt is going to help you get rid of the water that's in the mushrooms. The water in the mushrooms don't taste like anything. That's why you want to get rid of it. You want to cook that out so it can absorb other flavors. Like, oh, I don't know, butter. Or white wine in the risotto. And some of these pieces are kind of big. We need to cut you down to size, don't we, buddy? Let you cook down. Don't burn the risotto. Don't. Yeah, it's screaming. It wants more duck stock. So you know what? We're going to give it some more duck stock. We're just going to leave that sitting right there. I couldn't find it before, but now I will find it. Now, if the angle changed on you any just then and you hear some sizzling all of a sudden, that's my duck. Oh. Now it's about time you want to give this a taste, just not necessarily for flavor, but see if it's done yet. And that's like chewing on gravel right now, so we're not even close. So, more duck stock. Yeah, this is one of those dishes you are not gonna just set a timer and walk away. You've got to sit on top of it. I think now might be a good time to go ahead and add a little garlic here. Now my stock over here, I got it hot. I want it hot. You want it hot. Why? Because if this is cold, the stock cold, and you dump it in on a hot dish, you're going to stop your cooking, slow it down, and it's just going to make everything take longer. Now, how much stock do you need? Well, in general, it takes about 3 cups of stock per 1 cup of risotto rice. Now, I used 2 cups of rice. Therefore, if my math is worth anything, it should be 6 cups of stock. You don't have to use this fancy duck stock. It's what I've got, and I want to use it. It's because it's so beautiful. But you can use store-bought stuff out of a box or a can. It'll work just as well. Or better yet, learn to make some awesome homemade stock. Alright, These mushrooms, the shallots are looking good. We're gonna go ahead and just add them in. And that'll bring a little liquid with it. The butter I was using, I had half a stick of butter. We're just gonna add that on in there. On the stock. For some creaminess. Bit of heavy whipping cream. Don't need a lot, just a little splash. Look at how the textures just change. I think we need to add a little bit of salt. How about a little bit of pepper? And we're gonna bring one more friend to the party. Parmesan cheese, shredded up. I discovered my practice cook on this because this is the second time I'm making this. So I practiced this before, so I'd get it right, and it turned out absolutely amazing. Don't take much of the cheese. It doesn't take a whole lot of whipping cream. But we may still need just a wee bit more stock. You know what? I'm gonna add some more cheese. Because last time I made enough for two. I'm making enough for 3 or 4, and 2 of us are pretty darn big. Now this pairs amazingly with just about anything. When I did this, practicing it, learning how to make it right, I did shrimp with it. Oh, they were freaking amazing. A little more. Duck stock. I keep saying duck stock. Like a band of ducks is about to break in here and start having a folk music festival or something. That would be kind of funny. Daffy, Donald, even Darkwing Duck and Launchpad if we could. I think we're about there. We're gonna finish this off with butter. You don't have to do this, but I'm gonna. Now I just turn the heat off because we don't want the butter separating. We just want it to melt, because you put too much heat on it and it'll separate and it'd be no good. Well, it'd still give you a nice buttery flavor. Oh, and it was just that easy to make. Wait, I'm not tasting it for you? I've been tasting it the whole time. I'm not gonna plate it for you either. You gotta go check out my duck à l'orange to see how I'm gonna plate this amazing risotto that you absolutely want to try. I mean, this is so easy, a child could do it. So go get everything you need to make it, and I'll see you next week.